Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Guys, what is good and what is going on, Sixer Nation? Your boy BLSG back at it again for another Philadelphia 76ers live play-by-play and reaction. That's right, ladies and gents, we're back for another one here tonight on this Friday evening to kick off your guys' weekend before Super Bowl Sunday, this upcoming Sunday for the Philadelphia Eagles. But that's aside from the fact for the sake of the reason why we are live streaming tonight, as the Philadelphia 76ers entering this game with a record of 20 and 30 and also a record of 10 and 14 when it comes to playing on the road, head out to the Motor City to take on the 25 and 26 Detroit Pistons with a record of 12 and 13 when it comes to playing at home. The Sixers looking to get a win here over the Detroit Pistons, in which the Pistons are coming in with a better record. The Sixers coming off a very rough loss against the Miami Heat, losing 108 to 101. Not a great game from Paul George last time. Actually, not a good game at all. Defensively, sure, but offensively, not the game that you wanted to see from a guy like Paul George. So the Sixers will look to bounce back tonight and have lost 3 out of their last 4. So the Sixers will look to get back on the winning ways, but they have to travel to the Little Caesars Arena to take on the Detroit Pistons in the Motor City. Shout out to everyone that's already coming through, ladies and gents. We only got one person up here, but you know what? That's okay. More people are going to file in as the stream goes on. If you guys have not done so, ladies and gentlemen, please be sure to go ahead and hit the like button on the stream as you guys are entering the chat. First act of business, hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. And second act of business, be sure to go ahead and share out this stream so we can bring more viewers up into the chat, more new ones too. You guys know how we rock and roll as always, so let's get down to business. We would typically start off with the chat, but no one has commented in the chat yet, so we can actually go past that part and get right into the injury report for both the Philadelphia 76ers and the Detroit Pistons. So, injuries for your 76ers tonight. Since we don't have anybody up in the chat, we're just going to go right through injuries here. But for the 76ers listed as out for the road team in this matchup, center Andre Drummond was listed as questionable for the game, but he has been activated and he is good to go for tonight's matchup against the Detroit Pistons. So Andre Drummond will be in for your 76ers, and he will likely be the backup center behind Joel Embiid, because we also got more news as well on top of the fact that Drummond is back, that Gershon Yabusele is going to miss tonight's game against the Detroit Pistons due to a knee injury. He was listed as questionable beforehand. Do believe he did go through shoot-around, but unfortunately, we will not see Gershon Yabusele for tonight's matchup for the 76ers against the Detroit Pistons. And then obviously we know that Jared McCain will also not play in this matchup for your 76ers against the Pistons, as he once again had surgery on his left knee, but is progressing well. Unfortunately, he is out for the season, so we will not see Jared McCain anymore for the season. So that was first reported by Kyle Neubeck of allphilly.com. For the sake of Jared McCain, it's unfortunate that we will not see Jared McCain the rest of the season. But at the end of the day, though, ladies and gents, it is the next man up. We also did get news earlier today that shooting guard / small forward, I should say, Quentin Grimes, that the Sixers got at the trade deadline. He will be making his Philadelphia 76ers debut tonight for the team. So we will see Quentin Grimes get hopefully a healthy amount of minutes and hopefully see what he can do for the team. They're still waiting on Jared Butler, the other guard that they got from the Washington Wizards. They're still waiting on him to make his debut, so they still need to finalize the contract, do whatever the heck they need to do. But Quentin Grimes will make his debut tonight for your 76ers. Look out for Quentin Grimes to be wearing number 25. Now heading over to the Detroit Pistons side, the home team in this matchup. And also for you gamblers out there, the Sixers are a minus 5.5 point favorite over the Detroit Pistons. Will they get the win, though, despite losing 3 out of the last 4 games? We shall see what happens. But this is out tonight for the Detroit Pistons as we get into the injury report. So some of these guys were recently traded, like point guard Dennis Schroeder was just traded to the 76ers, and same thing for Lindy Waters III. So he will also not be playing in the matchup. Cade Cunningham, point guard Cade Cunningham for the Detroit Pistons, will not play due to an ankle injury, so he is out for Detroit. So he will not be able to play. But it looks, by the looks of it, shooting guard Malik Beasley will make his Detroit Pistons debut as the starting lines come in here for both teams right now. For the Philadelphia 76ers is going to be Tyrese Maxey, Justin Edwards, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, and Joel Embiid. And for the Detroit Pistons is going to be Malik Beasley, Tim Hardaway Jr., Asar Thompson, Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren will draw the start here at the 5 for the Detroit Pistons. Coming to you guys live from the Little Caesars Arena in the Motor City, home of the Detroit Pistons. The Sixers looking to hopefully grab a win here in the Motor City and hopefully get back on the winning ways after losing 3 out of their last 4. But continuing on with the injury report, ladies and gentlemen, Tobias Harris, former Sixer, by the way, looks like he is going to play in tonight's game against the 76ers. So he was listed as probable and was listed as day-to-day, but it looks like Tobias Harris will play for the Detroit Pistons in this matchup. And then the final guy I got to get to here is point guard Jaden Ivey. And Jaden Ivey with the lower leg injury has transitioned to a walking boot and has begun lightweight bearing activity. The 22-year-old guard's progress will be updated in another 4 weeks as he continues to progress in the rehab process. So that is the report right there on Jaden Ivey. Prayers up to him. You see former 76er Tobias Harris starting for the Detroit Pistons. So hopefully this will be a big game for some of these guys looking for a big Paul George get-back game. Unfortunately for the 76ers, they will have to deal with Paul George's contract since the trade deadline is up. They could have moved on from the deadline if they wanted to with him, but they decided not to. Joel Embiid versus Jalen Duren in the tip-off. The game is underway. Joel Embiid wins the tip, and here we go from the Motor City. Tip-off won here by Joel Embiid. Justin Edwards with the ball off the tip-off. Guarded here by the former 76ers, Tobias Harris. Gets it to Embiid. Gets it to Maxey, who lays up and lays it in. Maxey left wide open underneath the paint, and Maxey will lay it up and in through the cylinder. Here come the Pistons down the other end. This is going to be Asar Thompson going to get the ball over to... Looks like it's going to be Jalen Duren over to Tobias Harris. Going to find number 5. I'm still trying to get used to these jersey numbers, but I do believe that was Malik Beasley for 3. The recently acquired Malik Beasley putting up for 3 and still gets it to go. So the Pistons will take a 3-2 lead. And B going to launch a 3 here for the 76ers. Lands on the front iron. Lands on the glass. Will be rebounding here by the Pistons. They take it down the other end. Here's Jalen Duren with the ball, going to find Tobias Harris. Harris going to drive, going to lay it up and lay it in off the glass. So the former Sixer getting things going here against his former team, but in the Motor City, wearing the Detroit jersey. Here comes Maxey with the ball. Maxey going to drive to the paint, lays up and lays it in with the right hand. Nice floater right there from Tyrese Maxey. No backboard necessary, and the Sixers trailing by 1, 5-4 against the Pistons. Here comes Asar Thompson around the screen. Thompson taking Maxey, goes up and is fouled in the process here. Looks like this is going to be against Tyrese Maxey. Speaking of which, this looked like it was going to be against Joel Embiid, but they're going to call it against Maxey. So Asar Thompson will head to the charity stripe here for 2 free throws, looking to put the Pistons on top by a triple here in the first quarter early on. Asar Thompson so far this season averaging 8.4 points per game, almost 5 rebounds at 4.9 and 1.7 assists. So an okay season so far from Asar Thompson. Not what the Pistons were hoping for to live up to the hype. But for the sake of Asar Thompson, he is still developing, so he is still a young player looking to be a star in the making, hopefully, in the foreseeable future. First one to line, good for Asar Thompson. Second one is off the back iron, rebounded by the Pistons, and there goes Asar Thompson, throwing one down and flushing it through the rim. Here we go. Here's Oubre with the ball. Going to get over to Embiid. Embiid going to find Maxey. Maxey a 3-ball from the top of the key. Off the back of the iron, on off the window, too. Rebounded by Jalen Duren. Going to find the former Dallas Maverick, Tim Hardaway Jr. Going to kick it out to Tobias Harris. Harris going to pull up on the mid-range jumper for two. Can't get to go. Rebounded by Joel Embiid. And here come your 76ers rocking the red jerseys. As Embiid with the ball, going to get over to Maxey. Maxey looking for options, stands with the logo. Flips it to Embiid. Embiid tries to pick it up. And this is going to be an offensive foul called against Joel Embiid. And he has no idea what he did to even deserve that foul. Come on, Sixers. We need a bucket, and we need defense, too. Harris backing in here to Paul George right off the inbound. Harris, the former Sixer, pulls up on the jumper for two. Cannot get to go. Rebounded by Oubre. Here come your Sixers. Here comes Oubre taking it coast to coast. Lays it up and lays it in off the glass. Kelly Oubre says, I'll take it myself if I have to. Here comes Asar Thompson with the ball. Gets it over to, I do believe that's going to be Beasley over to Tobias Harris for two. Make that Asar Thompson to, or no, excuse me, I beg your pardon. Make that Tim Hardaway Jr. to Tobias Harris for two. And that one's good off the glass for Tobias Harris as George gets it over to Embiid. Embiid backing in, working against Jalen Duren. Embiid spinning, fading on the shot for two. Can't get to go. Edwards trying to get the rebound and cannot over Tobias Harris, the former Sixer, and rebounded by the Pistons. Here comes Asar Thompson with the ball, gets over to Duren, back over to Thompson, out to, looks like Beasley for three, cannot get the fall. Rebounding here by the Sixers. Picked up by Justin Edwards in the hands of Embiid. Over to Maxey. Maxey going to drive. Maxey going to lay it up, and it's too easy for Tyrese Maxey, who is cooking early on these drives to the basket. And the Sixers now trailing by two with 8.5 left in the first. As Jalen Duren with the ball tries to drive to the basket. And looks like we will have a foul called here. It looks like it's going to be against Joel Embiid. Unless they called a jump ball. They might have called a jump ball too. I think they might have called a jump ball, and they did. So Joel Embiid and Jalen Duren will go at it for the jump ball here. And the jump ball will be won by Joel Embiid, who just knocks it out of bounds right off the get-go. Nobody was back there to go ahead and scoop up the rebound. Great job by Joel, but just a terrible setup by Nick Nurse. Not sure what type of setup that was for the sake of where they were spotted at, but here we go. Inbound here coming for the Detroit Pistons. Inbound is in from, looks like that's Beasley out to Harris for two. Cannot get to go. Rebounded by the Sixers. Here's Paul George with the ball. Need Paul George to get going here early on. He flips it to Embiid. Launch at three. Can't get to go. Rebounding here by the Pistons. Picked up by Jalen Duren. Over to Asar Thompson. Thompson with the ball looking for options here. Asar Thompson backing in. Thompson going to lay it up off the glass. Can't get to go. Rebounded by himself. Thompson kicks it out to Hardaway. Hardaway, the sidestep three. Got it to go. Tough shot from Asar Thompson. From make that Tim Hardaway Jr., actually. Max through the ball. Tries to get to Embiid, and that's a turnover. Thompson picks it up. In the hands of Duren. Out to Beasley. Wide open for three from the corner and got it. Not a good start at all if you are Nick Nurse's squad. But you got Malik Beasley out here dancing on the floor as the Detroit Pistons lead the Sixers by double the points right now, with the score being 16-8. And Nick Nurse wants a timeout to talk things over, and that's a great time to do it too, because you need to talk things over with this team while being down 8 in the Motor City. But is the Detroit Pistons the hometown team with 16, and the 76ers with 8, with 7:36 left to go here in this first quarter. But yeah, guys, rough start for your 76ers in this one. Already down 8 to the Detroit Pistons. They really need to pick it up on offense. And Paul George, I'm talking to you, sir. Pick it up on offense, please. All three of your players are in there in the big three. Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, and Paul George. All three of you got to step it up tonight. Like so far, Tyrese Maxey's out here putting his team on his back right now. Paul George has yet to take a shot attempt in this game. Joel Embiid's 0 for 3 to start the game. And Justin Edwards only has one shot attempt in this game alone. I need more opportunities from Justin Edwards and Paul George. It's time to start shooting the ball, my man. It's time to start shooting the ball. I'm not saying jack up a bunch of shots because please make your shots when you do shoot the ball. But I'm just saying when you do go to shoot it, please make the right decision and please make your shot. Please. Because I cannot see a 9-point game from Paul George ever again. Like, that was unexpected. That game against – did they even play last game? They played the Miami Heat. Thank you. Yeah, that 9-point outing from Paul George on offense was absolutely unacceptable. That was a disgrace to this organization. Bleacher, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through and stopping on by. Says, let's go Sixers. You already know what it is. Absolutely. Even though they're down 8, still got to support the team regardless. But Bleacher, appreciate you coming through and stopping on by and being the first one up in here. Hit the like button, cannot done so. Bleacher, appreciate you coming through the stream. I got Eagles, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through and stopping on by as well. And appreciate hitting the like button and appreciate you coming through to the stream overall as a whole. Can't wait for the Super Bowl. I'm ready to blow up Crybaby Mahomes if we beat him. I want to pick up from crying all over social media. Barkley wins MVP. Let's go Birds. Hey, man, we'll see what happens. But, hey, I like the fact that you do say Saquon Barkley could win Super Bowl MVP if the Sixers do win it, as the game is back on. Maxey with the ball here for your Sixers. Gets it over to Joel Embiid. Embiid guarded by Durant. Deals with the double team with Harris joining it. Out to Edwards over to George for 3. Cannot get to go. That will be Paul George's first shot attempt of the game. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here comes Detroit down the other end as Harris feeds it over to Asar Thompson, who goes up and lays it in. The acrobatic finish here from Asar Thompson down the other end, and he is showing why he deserved to be a Detroit Piston. Here comes Paul George down the other end. Mid-range jumper for Paul George is good. Thank you, Paul George. Finally. This man actually did something. Here we go. There's Asar Thompson down the other end. Guarded by Kelly Oubre being a pest. Oh, don't even tell me we got Scott Foster on for this game. Apparently we do. As Harris with the ball gets over to Beasley, going to find Jalen Duren. Duren going to find Tobias Harris. Harris with the baseline, lays it up. Cannot get to go off the backboard, but a foul will be called here. Looks like this is going to be against Joel Embiid, and that's already going to be number 2 here on Joel. Not what you want to see from the big fella and one of your best players on the floor. But yeah, Eagles, back to what you said. I like the fact that the Eagles do win. Saquon Barkley gets Super Bowl MVP. I'm just saying, like, Saquon Barkley, this dude needs – I don't care about how good the Chiefs' rush defense is as Tobias Harris makes the first free throw. I don't care how good their run defense is. Saquon Barkley needs to attack that Chiefs' run defense and show why he won Offensive Player of the Year. As the second one is up and off the iron, but goes through the cylinder here for Tobias Harris, who goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. Let's go Sixers. Yes, sir, you already know. Game is back on. Maxey with the ball gets it to Embiid. Embiid going to drive and spin, goes up for 2. And cannot get it to go, but will be fouled here in the process. And this is going to be, looks like, against Jalen Duren. So Joel Embiid will head to the stripe here to shoot 2 free throws. Jalen Duren is looking up at the Jumbotron, all confused as to what is happening or where the foul came from. But Joel Embiid to shoot 2 free throws here from the strike. First one, the line for Joel Embiid is good. Go Sixers. Yes, sir, you already know. Says, you know why Mahomes first number 15? Tell me why. Because every time he gets touched, he gets 15 yards. Exactly. Like, every time this guy gets touched, every time he gets tickled, or every time someone violates his personal bubble, 15 yards, 15 yards. Seriously, it's ridiculous. Second one of the line for Joel Embiid, rims out. Justin Edwards trying to fight for the rebound. Justin Edwards cannot bring in the rebound, and it is going to be Detroit Pistons basketball. And not the start you are looking for your Sixers. here in a game in the Motor City where they have lost 3 out of the last 4 and so far are going to lose 4 out of their last 5. As Jalen Duren gets over to Malik Beasley for 2, goes up, gets it to go, and 1. And 1 for Malik Beasley. Foul called against Tyrese Maxey. Dude, this is not a good start for your Sixers. This is not a good start. Like, what are we doing on defense? Seriously. What is this team doing on defense? My goodness. Malik Beasley has been great this season. The newly acquired Malik Beasley averaging 16 points per game. Free throw at the line is missed by Malik Beasley. So free throw was missed at the line from Malik Beasley. Offensive rebound was brought in by Jalen Duren. But now we have a foul here on the play on Paul George. And for the first time tonight, we will see a lineup change where we will see Marcus Sasser enter the game for the first time to replace Malik Beasley. So it's like Tobias Harris will do the inbound here for the Pistons. Gets it into Marcus Sasser. Back over to Tobias Harris. Harris going to flip it over to Jalen Duren. Duren faking the handoff. Flips it to Harris. Harris looking for options. Harris backing in against Paul George. Fades away on the shot for 2, and it's too easy for Tobias Harris. What are we doing on defense? This doesn't even make any sense. Here comes Maxey with the ball. Maxey going to find Embiid. Embiid going to go up in the free throw line. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Tobias Harris. We're making this dude look like the best rebounder in all the land. Sasser for 3. Got it to go. Unreal. Unreal. No defense from your Sixers. This dude, Marcus Sasser, just got left all alone at the right wing and made it look too easy. Here we go. Here's Maxey with the ball here for your Sixers. Looking to get out of a jam. Maxey dancing. Flips it to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Maxey looking for a screen. Maxey the triple. And it's good for Tyrese Maxey. Thank you, Tyrese. Tyrese Maxey wants to win. Someone help him out. Help him out, Paul George and Joel Embiid. I'm calling y'all out. I don't care. Sasser with the ball here for the Pistons. Gets over to Harris, back to Sasser. Launching another triple off the back of the iron. Rebounded here by Kelly Oubre. Here come the Sixers down the other end. He'll get it to Maxey at the left wing. Maxey coming inside. Kicks out to Embiid. Embiid driving, working against Jalen Duren. Goes up and is fouled. Hopefully isn't shooting motion. So far they're saying it's just a foul on the floor. But I really don't think that's the case. But lineup change coming in here for both teams right now as Simone Fontecchio and Isaiah Stewart will both enter the game to replace Tim Hardaway Jr. and Jalen Duren. And then for the 76ers, Kyle Lowry, Adem Bona, and newly acquired Quentin Grimes, who actually has that jersey number switched to number 5. He was going to be 25, I'm pretty sure, but he switched it to 5. Probably at the last minute. He will also be in the game. All 3 of those players coming in for Joel Embiid, Justin Edwards, and Paul George. So Quentin Grimes going with number 5 instead of 25. Inbound is in from Lowry to Bona, who will get it over to Maxey. Maxey at the top of the key, going to drive, working against Harris, goes up, blocked. Blocked here on the play by Simone Fontecchio. And here comes, looks like that was Asar Thompson going up for the layup, but he'll be fouled on the play by Kelly Oubre. And Asar Thompson going to the charity striker for 2. Charles Adderley, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through and stopping on into the live streams. It's a great evening on the live stream broadcast. Good evening to you, my good sir. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you guys are tapping on in from. Appreciate all you guys for coming through and stopping on by to the live stream. Asar Thompson set to shoot 2 free throws from the stripe. First one of the line for Asar Thompson is good. Barkley will blow them up. I hope you're right, man. I want Saquon Barkley to absolutely annihilate that defense. They're saying the Chiefs' defense, run defense, has been one of the best. Saquon's better change that. He's going to change that. See your host BL acknowledgement. Hey, man, appreciate you coming through, Charles, and stopping on by. I love Philadelphia 76ers need this win tonight. You already know. As Asar Thompson makes both free throws here at the line, as Maxey tries to bring it past half court, lost the ball. The ball touched the half court line, and it's going to go with the Pistons. So that's a backcourt violation for Tyrese Maxey. And now the Pistons will get the ball back as Marcus Sasser gets over to Tobias Harris. Harris looking for options here. Harris trying to dump it off to somebody, finds Isaiah Stewart. Stewart going to find Fontecchio, and Fontecchio is going to turn it over. And here comes Kelly Oubre with the slam. And Kelly Oubre with the free lane, and the dunk is good for Kelly Oubre. There's Isaiah Stewart down the other end. Going to dump it off to Marcus Sasser. Going to find his man. There's going to be Asar Thompson going up. Going to bank it off the glass and in. Tough shot from Asar Thompson, who has really made his presence felt in a game where they need someone like him to step up. As Oubre with the ball here for your Sixers. Dumps off to Tyrese Maxey. Working against Marcus Sasser at the left wing. Maxey going to drive and spin. Maxey goes up and cannot get to go. Rebounded by Asar Thompson. Asar Thompson is having the first quarter of his life right now. Kicks it out. Looks like that's Simone Fontecchio for three. Cannot get it to go. Rebounding here by Tyrese Maxey. Simone Fontecchio shooting that from the right corner. The Sixers looking to try to get a response as Lowry gets it over to Quentin Grimes. Back over to Lowry. Lowry pump faking. Now driving. Working against Asar Thompson. Goes up and is fouled here on the play by Asar Thompson. Kyle Lowry to shoot 2 free throws here from the stripe to try to cut into this Detroit Pistons lead, which currently stands at 15. Holmes is so overrated. I mean, we're going to find that out in the Super Bowl. Wake up, Sixers. Absolutely, man. They got to start waking up. My humble opinion, the Philadelphia Eagles will be playing against two teams. The Kansas City Chiefs and the NFL refs. All right, man, you already know. The refs always have the Chiefs side. As the first one on the line is good here for Kyle Lowry. Also, a few lineup changes coming in here for the Detroit Pistons as Malik Beasley will recheck into the game here to replace Asar Thompson. And the rookie from the NBA G League Ignite, Ron Holland II, will enter the game here to replace Tobias Harris. Feel inspired to join the chat? You're welcome to do so at any time. Absolutely, Eastern Standard Time Zone. Hey, man, appreciate you guys tuning in wherever you guys are tapping on in from. Appreciate you guys coming through and stopping on by on the live stream. As both free throws are good at the line here for Kyle Lowry, here comes Marcus Sasser, who will get it over to Simone Fontecchio, who will go up, just try to chuck it at the backboard. And that's going to be a foul called here against the newly acquired 76er, Quentin Grimes. That will be his welcome to Philly right there, as he gets welcomed in with a foul called against him. And the Detroit Pistons, coached up by J.B. Bickerstaff, will call a timeout with a 13-point lead here over your Sixers. And that score being 31-18, favoring Detroit. But yeah, guys, like I said, not a great start, not a good start for your Sixers at all. Like, they can't find a way to stop this Detroit Pistons offense, and they really just can't score right now. And Joel Embiid, I need this man to just start driving to the basket. I'm sick and tired of this dude shooting the ball. Go up and drive to the basket, Joel. Stop shooting threes like you're Steph Curry or Kevin Durant. Stop shooting threes. Like, why are we using Joel Embiid in the three-point game? It's literally so bad that Joel Embiid is out here starting the game 0 for 4 and literally is shooting 2s and 3s from outside the paint. That Kyle Lowry, who has only played 2 minutes in this game, has more points than Joel Embiid with 2 right now. Kyle Lowry's got more points than Joel Embiid. Nick Nurse, can you tell Joel Embiid, for crying out loud, to go ahead and drive to the basket, please? So sick and tired of this dude just standing around and not driving to the basket. Like, dude, you probably don't even you won't even have matchups against Jalen Duran for 48 minutes straight. Not to mention, you are going to beat Isaiah Stewart, okay? Come on. Stop. Oh, Hubie Brown's going to have his final NBA broadcast be 76ers against Bucks on Sunday. And ladies and gents, for that game, 76 and Bucks, we will be live for that game before Super Bowl 59. So be sure to come through Sunday afternoon. But apparently Sunday is going to be the last game that we see and hear called from Hubie Brown. So, hey man, shout out to Hubie Brown on a phenomenal broadcasting career in the NBA. But apparently for him, he said, I'm calling it quits. But the game is back on here between the Sixers and the Pistons. Simone Fontecchio going to shoot 2 free throws here from the stripe. First one at the line for Fontecchio is good. And just like that, the Detroit Pistons leading the 76ers 32-18 for the moment. Fontecchio can make it 33-18 with another free throw going through the cylinder right here if he does make it, which he does. So the Detroit Pistons leading the Sixers now 33-18 with less than 3 minutes left to go here in this first quarter. Ladies and gents, we also do have trivia coming up next, so be sure to stick on around for some second quarter trivia coming your guys' way as Dembona with the ball. And you get it over to Tyrese Maxey, who lays it up. Cannot get to go, but is fouled yet again. This man, Tyrese Maxey, is the only player that wants to win out here. Someone help this man out, please. Someone help out Tyrese Maxey, please. Tyrese Maxey is the only player that wants to win out here. Like, look at him driving to the paint. He's driven to the paint more times than Joel Embiid has in the entire game so far. It's the reason why he has 9 points up to this point. Make it 10 as the first free throw is good for Tyrese Maxey. And that was a shooting foul called against Isaiah Stewart. So Isaiah Stewart being called for the foul here for the Detroit Pistons. Maxey set to shoot the second free throw here from the stripe. Second one is good for Tyrese Maxey. Let's go. Come on, let's get a little momentum here. Come on. As Marcus Sasser here with the ball takes the ball across his half court. Sasser standing at the logo for the moment. Sasser looking for options, going to his right. Sasser still looking. Sasser going to drive, and it's going to be an illegal screen called against Isaiah Stewart, who's crying some more. And your Sixers set to take it down the other end. The question is, can they take advantage of this opportunity that they have? Here's Oubre with the ball down the other end. Oubre with options here, gets it over and flips it to him. Dembona watching his matchup here against Isaiah Stewart. Bona going to dump it off to Grimes, and Grimes cannot pick it up. But thankfully, for the sake of Quentin Grimes, Marcus Sasser will be called for a foul on the floor. But because the Detroit Pistons and the 76ers are both in the bonus, Quentin Grimes will step to the charity stripe here to shoot 2 free throws. An opportunity to make this an 11-point ball game, assuming he does make both free throws here with just over 2 minutes left in the first. First one on the line for the newly acquired Quentin Grimes is good. Second one on the line for Grimes is good as well. Let's go. Good stuff, Quentin Grimes. Good start to the game. Here we go. Here's Sasser with the ball crossing half court. Gets it over to Simone Fontecchio. Fontecchio going to find Malik Beasley. Back to Fontecchio launching a triple. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Sixers after Isaiah Stewart was getting a hand on it. But this foul will be called here against the Dembona. The rookie center out of UCLA going to be called for the foul. And once again, like I said, not a good start here for your Sixers, giving up way too many opportunities for the Pistons to score the basketball. And you just cannot have that in a big game in the Motor City when you have lost 3 out of your last 4. First one at the line is good for Isaiah Stewart. With a minute 54 left to go here in this first quarter. Isaiah Stewart substitutes the second free throw, which he does make. JB Bickerstaff and his squad off to a good start here against the visiting 76ers. Here comes Oubre with the ball down the other end. Gets it over to Adem Bona. Bona looking for options. Adem Bona going to find Lowry. Lowry still looking. Lowry kicks it. Grimes, the three from the corner. Got it for Quentin Grimes. And welcome to Philadelphia and get your first three-pointer as a 76er, Quentin Grimes. Minute 30 left to go here in the first quarter. Here's Sasser with the ball, going to try to find his man. That's going to be, I think it's 0-0. Who's got the 0-0 on? Oh, that's Ron Holland. Okay. Looks like Ron Holland did get fouled here on this play. I didn't realize that Ron Holland was the man wearing the 0-0, but turns out that Isaiah Stewart got fouled in the process by Adem Bona. So Isaiah Stewart stepping to the charity striker for two. First one comes up well short. Eastern Conference standings here this season. 76ers on the outside looking in, just one full game back of the Chicago Bulls for the number 10 spot in the play-in tournament. The Detroit Pistons currently sitting as the number 7 seed at 25-26, 16 games behind first place. Second free throw at the line is good here for Isaiah Stewart. As we see Cade Cunningham, who is not playing in this game today. You have heard that correct. Cade Cunningham is not playing in this game tonight. As Quentin Grimes with the ball gets over to Adem Bona. Adem Bona goes up and lays it in off the glass. The rookie out of UCLA, Adem Bona, trying to find some wiggle room and does. There's Marcus Sasser with the ball. Sasser looking for options here. Sasser guarded by Grimes. Sasser kicks it out to the rookie Ron Holland for three. Got it to go. Ron Holland was one of those bucket getters in the G League and shows why he has been one of the best rookies so far this season and has been really good for this Pistons team. As Adem Bona diving for the ball, gets out to Eric Gordon, who checked in the game for the first time. Out to Grimes for three, cannot get it to go. Rebounded by the Pistons, picked up by Simone Fontecchio. Now to the hands of Marcus Sasser, who kicks it out. Now driving to the basket here, Ron Holland going to kick it out to Beasley. Beasley launches a three, comes up short. Rebounded by the Pistons, and the Pistons showing a lot of heart. Fontecchio a triple, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Kyle Lowry in the hands of Tyrese Maxey. Sixers looking to go ahead and get the last shot. Maxey with the ball looking for options, guarded by Beasley. Now we'll switch. Maxey looking for options here, trying to see who it is. That would be Marcus Sasser guarding Maxey. Maxey looking. Maxey is going to be fouled with 3.6 left by the rookie from the G League Ignite. That's going to be Ron Holland. So the Sixers again are going to go ahead and get the last shot with 3.6 left on the clock. But the Pistons, I should say, looking to challenge to see if this was actually a foul call. So JB Bickerstaff says, I'm willing to take my chances. And that will take us into a timeout with 3.6 seconds left to go. It is the Detroit Pistons with a 12-point lead over the 76ers. The Detroit Pistons absolutely dominating them on the Sixers on the offensive end. 39 points for the Pistons to 27 for the 76ers so far in this first quarter. I can definitely say that the problem for the Sixers in this game has not been on the offensive end. Unless you're going to talk directly to Paul George and Joel Embiid, tell them to step their game up, the problem has not been on offense. Like Paul George and Joel Embiid have not even shown up in this first quarter, and this team almost has 30 points in the first. You can thank Tyrese Maxey and Quentin Grimes for bringing this team back in it. Coach's challenge is still up. They don't know if it's a successful challenge or not. trying to say Maxey didn't get fouled, and it's going to be all ball. Yeah, unsuccessful challenge. I saw it. Ron Holland hit the thumb of Tyrese Maxey. Yeah, you're not going to get away with that. You're not going to get away with that. Nope. I don't think that's going to be a successful challenge. I think it's going to be unsuccessful. I think JB Bickerstaff's going to lose it. You see Maxey's hand gets hit. Yep, what do you know? A national televised game. We got to get Scott Foster officiating this game in terms of the officials. So the headsets are off. They're still looking at it. Scott Foster's surrounding the guys, and now Scott Foster is going to go ahead and talk to America here. So what's the ruling? Did they give it to them? Successful? Huh? Nah. Get out of here. Maxey's thumb literally got hit. What are you talking about? Scott Foster, this dude is one of the worst officials in sports. Sasser looking at the last shot. Sasser just throws it up and hits it. You gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Bro, this dude Marcus Sasser just hit a buzzer beater from Curry range. Dude, there's no way. Yup, he got that off. That is clean. That is going to count. Unbelievable. Bro, this Sixers team can literally not stop the Pistons for anything. How are you getting beat by 15 against the Detroit Pistons at the end of the first quarter? Oh, wait. Let's think about that. Tyrese Maxey carrying the team, 11 points in the first quarter. Joel Embiid and Paul George combined. Get ready for this. 3 points. 2 rebounds. 2 assists. The majority of those come from Joel Embiid, especially on the rebounds and the assists. Joel Embiid, 0 of 4 from the field. 0 of 2 from 3. 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Paul George, 1 of 2 from the field. 0 of 1 from 3. In total, Paul George and Joel Embiid, 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from three-point range, and 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Absolutely unacceptable as the Pistons are going to lead the 76ers at the end of the first quarter with a score of 42-27 as we will head on to quarter number 2. Dude, the Sixers are about to get an absolute beating in the Motor City. Like, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Like, they are about to get an absolute beating in the Motor City. Like, seriously, in Little Caesars Arena, you're about to get yourself a beating? You kidding me, Sixers? Wake up. Let's go. Hey, right now, they're not going to wake up at this pace. They really miss Yabusele's presence on the floor. They really do. I'm being honest. They really miss his presence on the floor. But ladies and gents, we do have second quarter trivia coming your guys' way right now, actually, since we do have the time here before the second half goes, or not the second half, before the second quarter, I should say, gets underway. But ladies and gentlemen, our trivia question of the day, here we go. This is going to flash back a little bit for you Sixer fans out there, but our trivia question of the day, pretty straightforward and pretty self-explanatory. Name the highest scoring 76er in franchise history. Give you guys a hint. He played for about 15 years in the league. He ended his career in the early to mid 70s. So for you older 76er fans out there, you should be able to go ahead and get this answer correct. Unless you guys just want to use Google, which I will have nothing against you guys using Google, but go ahead and answer our trivia question of the day. Name the highest scoring 76er in franchise history. A lot of you guys might be very surprised by the answer. But I was looking up 76ers trivia earlier, and I was actually really surprised by the answer myself. But we will reveal that probably at halftime. Feel free to go ahead and screenshot if you guys need to, flash back a little bit, and then screenshot it. Feel free to do it if you guys need to go ahead and do so. But I think my more experienced 76ers fans are going to have the advantage on this one. Let's see if anyone can figure that one out. Name the highest scoring 76er in franchise history. As it's underway here, Marcus Sasser taking the ball down the floor here. Pistons leading the 76ers here by 15. As Simone Fontecchio now in the corner here for the Pistons gets it over to Ron Holland, who goes up, cannot get to go, rebounded by the Sixers. Good start for the Sixers defensively. Need a little bit more of that. As Kyle Lowry with the ball gets over to Paul George. Going to find Joel Embiid. Embiid going to find Eric Gordon over to Paul George. They currently got the retirement home lineup in right now with Quentin Grimes as Paul George puts it up for two, and Paul George gets it to go. Thank you, Paul George. This man actually did something. As Marcus Sasser here with the ball gets over to the rookie Ron Holland out to, looks like that was Malik Beasley for three, and Malik Beasley absolutely drills it. And this is why the Sixers should have went ahead and got a guy like Malik Beasley at the deadline. Malik Beasley will just absolutely destroy you off the bench. I'm telling you. As Embiid with the ball here for your Sixers gets over to Paul George. George going to drive, going to lose it, but will be fouled on the floor. And this will be a foul called against Malik Beasley. Joel Embiid with the ball here for your Sixers. Gets out to Quentin Grimes over to Eric Gordon. Going to find Embiid for two. And then Joel Embiid, thank you for finally hitting it. Thank you. Joel Embiid finally hit a shot. You see what happens when you get to the paint, Joel? And are not shooting shots from 25 feet away or from 20 feet away from the basket. You see what happens, Joel? Take notes of that and do that more often against the scrappy Pistons team. Here we go. Inbound pass coming in from the Pistons. Fontecchio into Stewart. Back over to Fontecchio. Fontecchio going up here on this floater for two. Cannot get to go. Rebounded by the Sixers, but then stolen away by the Pistons. Here's Ron Holland with the ball here. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be retained here by the Pistons, so the Pistons will keep the ball here with 18 on the shot clock and 10-17 left to go here in the first half. Inbound passes in. Over to Malik Beasley. Going to dump it off to Isaiah Stewart. The floater for Stewart. No good. Rebounded here by Eric Gordon. Gordon going to bring it down the floor. Just jogging with it. Gordon going to find Joel Embiid over to Paul George. George looking for options. Jabbing. George. The mid-range jumper for PG is good. Big shot from Paul George. Now this team needs to get a stop. This team needs a stop, and they need one as soon as possible. Sasser looking for options. Sasser going to kick it out. Isaiah Stewart launching a three, and it's good. Are you serious? Why are you letting Isaiah Stewart, of all people, shoot threes? Letting Isaiah Stewart shoot threes is crazy. Eric Gordon going to try to respond with the layup and cannot. But rebounded by Kyle Lowry, who will not even be able to finish it. Kyle Lowry, you had a million chances, and you still can't find a way to make a layup. Fontecchio at three down the other end. Cannot get it to go. Rebounded by Isaiah Stewart. Stewart going to lay it up. Still can't get it to go. Goes up on the third effort and gets it to go the third time around. This is ridiculous. We're out here having these guys get third chance points for crying out loud. Like, what are we doing? Joel Embiid with the ball here down the other end. Working against Isaiah Stewart. Going to kick it out to Lowry over to Grimes, who comes through. Lays it up and lays it in off the glass. Big shot for Quentin Grimes, who has been so far a really nice addition in one game. Plays a Sixer. Beasley a three from the corner, and it's cash money. Like, what is this team supposed to do? Play better on defense. You're doing okay offensively. This team needs to step it up on defense. I have seen nothing on defense in this game. Like, this is ridiculous. As on the other end with 8:39 left to go. Clock has stopped here. Looks like it's just going to be a lineup change as Kelly Oubre will enter the game here once again to replace Kyle Lowry. And no lineup changes here for the Pistons. I have not seen a lick of defense from the Sixers in this game. I have not seen a lick of defense. Beasley going to launch another one. Cannot get that one to go. Thank you. Malik Beasley was about to not even be human. Here comes Embiid with the ball. Embiid going to spin. Embiid getting to the paint, lays it up, can't get to go. Rebound here by the Pistons. Come on, Joel. You got to be better than that. You're going to lay it up down the other end. And it's going to be, this will be a foul called as Malik Beasley will get fouled here in shooting motion by the newly acquired 76er Quentin Grimes. And Malik Beasley will be set to shoot 2 free throws from the stripe. And so far, this game for the 76ers has gotten really, really out of hand. First one of the line is good here for Malik Beasley. I'm telling you, like, where is the defense in this game for your Sixers? Where is the defense? As a couple lineup changes are being made here for the Detroit Pistons as the 76ers do call timeout. But for the Detroit Pistons, Osar Thompson and Tim Hardaway Jr. will both enter the game to replace Marcus Sasser and Simone Fontecchio. As the Sixers do call timeout here, and the Sixers continue to not have any answers for the Detroit Pistons offense, who currently lead the 76ers with 8:14 left to go here in the first half with a score of 54-35. And ladies and gents, if you guys are typing in guesses to our trivia question, if you guys are typing in answers for our trivia question, we will get to those at halftime. I want to give everybody a chance to answer, but I will throw the question up again in just a few seconds here. As Ryan Rowe, what's going on, my guy? I appreciate you coming through and stopping on by. This is Isaiah Stewart shooting threes, and no one can stop the Pistons on second chance points. Exactly. Like, this team literally has no heart. This team has no hustle whatsoever. And what I'm seeing right now on defense from this team is inexcusable. Inexcusable. You're letting this Detroit Pistons team get second chance points and third chance points at this point. You're letting them get third chance points, which is absolutely inexcusable. That is inexcusable to be given the Detroit Pistons third chance points. Okay, I get it. You don't have the youngest of lineups. I get that, okay? But do a better effort in rebounding the ball and playing a lick of defense. That's all I ask for. Like, please. I just need a lick of defense. I need something here. I need some effort. Okay? Is that too much to ask for? Apparently, if you're Nick Nurse and the 76ers, apparently it is. So, whoop-de-doo. Unbelievable. Hey, Ryan Rowe, if that's you hitting the like button, my guy, I absolutely appreciate that, my good sir. Appreciate you coming through and stopping on by. Hey, Ryan, go Birds, my guy. Go Birds. Go bring that second Lombardi to Philly on Sunday. Let's go. And if you are a Sixers fan, you are not enjoying this game right now as the Sixers are nearly getting blown up by 20. But, guys, I'm going to once again throw up the trivia question real quick before this game resumes. But simple trivia question of the day right here. Name the highest scoring 76er in franchise history. Feel free to go ahead and drop your answer down below into the chat. I know we got an answer or two sitting in the chat already, but we will get to those by halftime. We will get to those by halftime. But name the highest scoring 76er in franchise history. We will eventually get to them. When we get to halftime, we will get to your answers. Ryan Rose says, go Birds. Absolutely, man. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's go bring that second Lombardi to Philly. Free throw here for Malik Beasley. Second one is no good. Rebounding here by the Sixers. And also for the 76ers, Tyrese Maxey and Justin Edwards will both check into the game to replace Eric Gordon and Quentin Grimes. Here's Max to the ball. Will find Joel Embiid, who will feed Oubre down in the paint under the basket, and it's good for Kelly Oubre. Thank you. Now play some defense, please. That's all I ask for. Play some defense. Asar Thompson with the ball, going to drive. Asar Thompson going to go up, get fouled. Actually, he does not get fouled in the process. Sixers had no idea where the ball was. The ball was picked up by Malik Beasley, and he was just given a free lane to the basket. Dude, you have got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous. As Tyrese Maxey, the ball gets over to Justin Edwards, going to find Joel Embiid. Embiid looking for options here. Embiid still looking, going to find Justin Edwards. Edwards around the screen. Edwards from the free throw line goes up and hits. Big shot from Justin Edwards. Now this team needs to play some defense here. Where's the defense when I need it? This team is shooting about 50% from the field. Like, tell me the offense is not the problem. Tell me the offense is the problem. 3-point shot from Malik Beasley is good yet again. This is ridiculous. This game is getting so out of hand. Oh my gosh. Sixers are shooting 2 of 8 from 3-point range. The Pistons are shooting 10 of 18. As Justin Edwards with the ball gets over to Kelly Oubre, going to find Embiid. Embiid going to drive, float it up, and is not even fouled in the process. Here come the Pistons on the other end. Toss out to Tim Hardaway Jr. for 3, and it's cash money. The former Maverick, Tim Hardaway Jr. Oh my gosh, dude. Dude, this team is so lost on defense. Do we need to have a whole defensive clinic? Maxey at 3, can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here comes Tim Hardaway with it again. Dude, Nick Nurse, someone call a timeout. Thank you. Timeout called here by JB Bickerstaff, but still, like, bro, this team is getting destroyed on defense. Nick Nurse, I'm going to need you in the next practice before Sunday's game against the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to need you to have these guys doing cardio up and back in practice, and I'm going to need to do defensive lane slides. Anything defense related, you need to have these guys do. Because what I'm seeing in this game right now on defense is not the Sixers team that I know. I know I could say it completely differently, but I am not going to for certain reasons. Yeah, guys, before the timeout, the Detroit Pistons lead the 76ers in this one. It's now 62-39. This is crazy. Like, seriously, tomorrow this team better have a whole. This team seriously needs to have a whole practice day on how to play defense. Like, dude. Like, tell me offense is the problem, okay? Sure, you could say 3-point shooting's been the problem. Like, bro. Can I just read the team stats real quick? You cannot tell me outside of, like, 3-point shooting that pretty much everything outside of 3-point shooting and offensive rebounding is the Sixers' problem. Because I'll tell you one thing. It's not. Okay? The Sixers are shooting over 48% from the field. They've only missed one free throw throughout the entire game, shooting 87.5%. You're getting out-rebounded overall and on offense. You're getting out-assisted. You're playing good defense right now. And you're turning the ball over 5 times while the Pistons only have 2 turnovers in this game alone. And this team is also literally tied in points in the paint with the Pistons. Like, Joel Embiid should be out here feasting in the paint. Why wouldn't I have more points in the paint with Joel Embiid on the floor? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Asia Robertson, what's going on? Asia, appreciate you coming through and stopping on by in the live stream tonight. Hit the like button if you're not done so. Asia, appreciate you coming through the stream. Hopefully, you're doing a little bit better each day now, knowing that your mom unfortunately passed. Still keeping her in my prayers, Asia. In the back of my mind, She's in my prayers as she says, "What's up to Ryan Rowe?" I know you're not losing to the Pistons. Asia, guess what? We're losing to the Pistons in the Motor City, in Little Caesars Arena. We are losing to the Pistons. Asia, let me tell you something, okay? This team, Nick Nurse needs to have this team do a entire clinic on defense tomorrow. Tomorrow. There needs to be an entire clinic on how to play defense. Sasser, as the game comes back on here for the mid-range, cannot get to go. Rebounded by the Pistons, who instantly turn the ball over. As Maxey the ball gets it over to Oubre. Oubre going to dump it off to Embiid, who goes up, lays it up, can't get to go. No foul is called. Embiid has the quietest whistle of them all. Sasser, another three, can't get to go. Rebounded by Jalen Duren under the basket. No foul still called. Rebounded by Embiid, who finally picks it up. And the Sixers will get the ball here. Great job by Joel Embiid to corral that ball in. Thank you, Joel, for rebounding the ball. But dude, like, Joel, please be better on offense. Please. Nick Nurse, tell Joel Embiid to get his butt in the paint. Sick and tired of this dude shooting from distance. I can't stand this dude. Inbound passes in here from Justin Edwards to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey crossing half court. Maxey looking for options. Going to find Joel Embiid. Going to find Paul George. George looking for options. Going to drive. Going to dump it off to Embiid. Embiid looking. Embiid guarded by Duren, pulls up on the shot for two off the back of the Iron Mystic. Come on, Joel. Get to the paint. What are you doing? Alley-oop here up to Jalen Duren is good. Dude, this team is destroying us on. We are getting shredded on defense. Like, what is this? Maxey with the ball looking for options. Maxey going to his left. Maxey going to dump it off to Embiid, and that's another turnover. Like, what is this? What even is this? Duren going up here for two, can't get to go, but is fouled. What even is this? What is this? Seriously. What in the world even is this? What am I watching right now? What am I even watching? Seriously. I am watching the Philadelphia 76ers have the worst defensive performance of their life. Like, Sixers, at this pace, you're not even on pace to break 90 points if you keep this up. Who's the cleanup crew for the Detroit Pistons? Oh, yeah, Ron Harper Jr., the former Sixer Paul Reed, Danish Jenkins. Gosh, dude, like, what is this? Yeah, sit Joel Embiid down. That's what he gets for not getting in the paint. Sit him down. Second one at the line is good here for Detroit. Detroit now on a 10-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 10 seconds. This is ridiculous. Joel Embiid, you deserve to sit down. Like, how can you not drive your butt into the paint? As Dembono here with the ball, looking for options, going to find Maxey. Maxey, the three-point shot is up, can't get the ball. Rebounding here by Jalen Duren. Like, dude, what is going on? Rebounding and defense have been the key issues here for the Sixers team. As the shot is up here for Marcus Sasser, and it is good here for Marcus Sasser down the other end. And Dembona got hit on the side of the face, and there's probably going to eventually be an injury timeout. As the Dembona continues to grab the side of his face here. And this is not good for the 76ers. Little shocked that they're playing a Dembona more than they're playing Andre Drummond, who is back tonight after suffering an injury earlier, like a couple games ago. But I mean, Dembona took a knee and a hand to the face. He took a knee and a hand. Yeah, without a doubt, that's going to probably impact his jaw. Right on the side of the head, too. I mean, not to mention, they just sat Joel Embiid down. So, if Dembona does go to the locker room, we're going to see Andre Drummond. Dude, we're going to see Andre Drummond tonight. Dude, like, seriously. This team is in shambles. This team is in shambles. What do you think about the Luka trade for AD? There's only one thing you need to care about that trade, Asia Roberson. The Los Angeles Lakers won that trade by an absolute landslide, okay? They won that trade by a landslide. It's not even close. Yeah, hopefully Dan Bone is all right. The Sixers did take a timeout, though. Probably just to check up on Bona and get him off the floor. So, yeah, now Andre Drummond is into the game here for the 76ers, and it'll be the first time that he checks in ever since suffering the injury that he did have before entering the game. So that's the only lineup change here between the 76ers and the Pistons. A lot of bloodshed and sweat on the floor, so they're going to have to clean that up too. But yeah, Devin Bone getting checked on as he is sitting next to Joel Embiid. You're just going to see it again. And Devin Bone takes a nasty elbow to the face. You can literally just see it. Here we go. Here come the Sixers as Oubre gets over to Paul George. George going to go up on the shot for two. Can't get it to go. Rebounding here by the Pistons. Picked up by Tim Hardaway Jr. Now into the hands of Asar Thompson. Thompson with the ball looking for options. Going to kick it out to Marcus Sasser. Going to find his man. It's going to be Jalen Duren. Duren looking for options. Going to throw a touchdown pass over to Hardaway for three. Cannot get it to go. Rebounding here by Andre Drummond. Thank you, Drummond, for finally rebounding the ball. Thank you. Somebody finally wanted to rebound. As George gets over to Drummond, over to Oubre. Oubre going to drive, going to lay it up off the glass, and it is good here for Kelly Oubre. The big shot when you need it. Here goes Asar Thompson to get it out there too. 25. That's Marcus Sasser trying to get it over to Malik Beasley, over to Tobias Harris, and Tobias Harris will be fouled on the player because of Andre Drummond. Now Tobias Harris to shoot two free throws for from the stripe. First one, the line is good here for Tobias Harris. And here for the 76ers, we will have a lineup change as well as Quentin Grimes will enter the game here to replace Paul George. Also for the Detroit Pistons, Malik Beasley and Isaiah Stewart will check into the game to replace Marcus Sasser and Jalen Duren, if I did not say that already. Sure, was crazy. Nobody knew it was coming. Like, bro, that was literally a smoke screen. That was literally a smoke screen. Like, who saw that coming? If anyone saw that coming, you're just lying to yourself. Both free throws go to the line here for Tobias Harris. As now the Pistons lead the Sixers by 29. Here comes Oubre with the ball, who's trying to pack it down the rim and cannot do so. Now find his way down the hole. Here comes Asar Thompson with it, and he gets blocked by, or rather, that was Malik Beasley with a bad pass. And Oubre goes up from 7 feet away and puts it in through the cylinder with less than 3 minutes left to go. This first half has been absolutely disastrous here for your Sixers. As Isaiah Stewart's going to fight Tobias Harris, who's been given an open lane. Like, what are we doing on defense? Like, what is this? This is ridiculous. What are we doing on defense? Here's Justin Edwards with the ball down the other end. Edwards looking, going to drive. Edwards dancing. And Justin Edwards going to be fouled here on the floor by Asar Thompson. This team cannot play defense to save their lives right now. Seriously. And not to mention, not only does this defense, or rather, not only does this team need to work on defense, like, this team would probably get beat by a bunch of practice dummies. And I'm talking about the ones that stand still, for crying out loud. Maxey, the shot is up for two and is good for Tyrese Maxey from 14 feet away, just right on the line of the paint. As Tobias Harris with the ball here for your Sixers gets it over to, this is going to be Malik Beasley over to Harris. Harris going to go up on the shot for two, can't get the ball. Rebounding here by the Pistons. Picked up by Beasley, launching another three, comes up short. Rebounded It's going to go with the Pistons. This is crazy, dude. Like, what is this? What is this? Like, Nick Nurse, are we trying to play today or are we just doing cardio? Like, what are we doing? Here we go. Inbound pass set to be put in from Tim Hardaway over to Beasley, back to Hardaway. Going to get it over to Asar Thompson, who goes up, reverses, and puts it through. Dude, Asar Thompson is having the first half of his life right now. This is ridiculous. Here's Uber with the ball down the other end. Uber going to drive, going to spin, going to go up, and lays it in. Hallelujah. At least some of these players want to do something. Some of these players want to play a little bit. Here we go. Tobias Harris with the ball here for the Pistons. Going to get it over to Isaiah Stewart. Going to find his man. It's going to be Beasley over to Harris. Harris backing in. Harris kicks it out to Hardaway. Hardaway, the sidestep triple, cannot get it to fall. Rebounded by the Sixers. As Drummond comes over with the rebound, going to get over to Justin Edwards. Edwards going to hand it off to Maxey. Maxey looking for options. Guard him here by Harris. Maxey going to drive. Maxey going to float it up for two. Can't get it to go, but Andre Drummond will clean it up. Little cleanup on aisle 5. 40 seconds left to go here in the half. There's Asar Thompson with the ball. Thompson looking for options. Thompson going to dump it off to Isaiah Stewart, who will just absolutely pack it with two hands through the cylinder, and that one is good. So here we go. Justin Edwards with the ball. Justin Edwards, for the moment, turned it over, but it's going to be a foul called against Asar Thompson. So the Sixers will, in fact, get the ball back here with about 6 seconds separating shot and game clock. 20.9 left to go here in the half. Now Asar Thompson will check out of the game, and the rookie from the NBA G League Ignite, Ron Holland, will check right back in here for the Detroit Pistons. Here's Drummond with the ball, who's going to hand it off to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey looking for options here. Maxey driving. Maxey fading well on the shot for two. Can't get the fall. Rebounded by Harris. He's going to find Ron Holland. Holland going to go up. Can't get the fall by Tobias Harris. Going to throw it down just like so. Sixers going to have time for the last shot. Oubre going to lose the ball, but gets it back. Oubre driving, goes up, did not get the shot off. And that is how the first half will come to a close in a very ugly first half here for your Sixers in the Motor City. They wanted to come into this game with higher expectations, but so far those expectations have not been met in this first half, as this first half has absolutely given the Sixers an absolute nightmare in this first half, as the Detroit Pistons lead the Sixers at the end of the first half with the score of 78-49. And ladies and gents, on that note, we have approached halftime. Thankfully. Get me away from watching this team for between 10 to 15 minutes. Please. Did you go pretend to be enthusiastic? Asia, there's nothing to be enthusiastic about right now. I'm so sick and tired of this team. The way they have played this first half so far has been inexcusable, but especially on the defensive side of the ball. And not to mention, too, Asia, that Joel Embiid and Paul George have absolutely stunk up this first half. Like, it's not even funny. Like, those two need to play better, but especially Joel Embiid. But there you go, ladies and gents. There is your halftime score. As ladies and gents, on that note, we're going to go ahead and go over the halftime stats here in this one. Then we're going to go ahead and take the halftime break like we always do here on the channel. So starting it off here on the Philadelphia 76ers side, Tyrese Maxey leads the way here for your 76ers so far. In this first half, as Tyrese Maxey leads the way with 13 points, a rebound, and an assist each. Kelly Oubre following it up with 12 points and 3 rebounds as well as a steal. One of the newest acquisitions on the team, Quentin Grimes, following it up off the bench with 7 points and an assist. Paul George in the starting five with 6 points straight up in the starting five with 2 personal fouls. Joel Embiid has had one of the worst first halves that we've probably seen, as he ends off the first half with 3 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, shooting 1 of 9 from the field, by the way, and 0 of 2 from three-point range. Not to mention a block for Joel Embiid as well. Justin Edwards in the starting five, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist, as well as 2 steals. Andre Drummond with 2 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist off the bench. Adem Bono with 2 points straight up off the bench. And rounding it off here for the 76ers side is going to be Kyle Lowry, who ends off the first half with 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists to end off the first half stats here for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now over to the Detroit Pistons side now, as Malik Beasley actually leads the way here for the Detroit Pistons in this one, as he leads the way with 20 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 rebounds here for the Detroit Pistons. Tobias Harris following up in the starting five with 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Asar Thompson with 11 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Isaiah Stewart with 10 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist, as well as a block off the bench. Marcus Sasser off the bench as well with 8 points, 3 assists, and a steal. Tim Hardaway Jr. in the starting five with 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Jalen Duren with 4 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. Ron Holland with 3 points, a rebound, and 2 assists, as well as a steal. And then rounding it off here for the Detroit Pistons side is going to be Simone Fontecchio, who ends off the first half with 2 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist, as well as a block, to end off the first half stats here for the Detroit Pistons. Now into the team stats now, as the Detroit Pistons are overall currently shooting the ball 52% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 46.5%. The Detroit Pistons are currently shooting the ball 47.8% from three-point range to the Philadelphia 76ers 20%. The Philadelphia 76ers, however, are currently shooting the ball 87.5% from the free throw line, shooting 7 of 8, while the Detroit Pistons are currently shooting the ball 78.9% from the free throw line, shooting 15 of 19. Rebounds, the Detroit Pistons are overall rebounding the Philadelphia 76ers in the first half 30-17, and then same on the offensive end, 10-3 over the Sixers. The Detroit Pistons have more assists than the 76ers in this game, 21-12. Same thing going in steals, favoring the Pistons 4-3. Same thing in blocks, 2-1 over the Sixers. The Sixers are also losing the turnover battle in this game. Just 4 turnovers for the Detroit Pistons to 6 for the 76ers. Points in the paint also favors the Detroit Pistons in the first half, 28-24. And a total of 22 personal fouls called in that first half, 12 called against the 76ers, and 10 called against the Detroit Pistons. And ladies and gents, on that note, that is how the halftime stats come to an end here in this one. Real quickly, though, before we go ahead and do, in fact, take the halftime break, I want to go ahead and answer the trivia question real quick. I've given you guys plenty of time to go ahead and answer, so hopefully that you guys have had an opportunity to go ahead and answer our trivia question. But once again, ladies and gents, our trivia question of the day was, name the highest scoring 76er in franchise history. And ladies and gents, the answer to that trivia question that we put out there for this one has been none other than arguably a top 5 greatest 76er of all time. But that goes to none other than Hal Greer from the years of 1958 to 1973, in which he spent all 15 years of his NBA career with the 76ers, has been loyal to Philly, and he is the highest scoring 76er in franchise history. So Hal Greer was in fact the answer. Let's see if anyone went ahead and got it right in the chat. Did anybody get it right? Charles Adderley was the first one to go ahead and get it right. He did go back and say Hal Greer. I know he put it as Hal Green, but I'm still giving it to him. It's only one letter off. I know what he meant. But Charles Adderley, congratulations, my good sir, on winning trivia for tonight. Says, are you streaming the Sixers and Eagles Sunday? Funny that you bring that up, Asia, because on Sunday I am going to be streaming the Sixers and Bucks game before the Super Bowl. But for the Eagles game, I am not going to be streaming the Super Bowl. We're having a lot of company over, and I want to watch it with them. So it'll be a packed house here on Sunday. So definitely not. Definitely not. And I'd rather watch it with the whole crew too. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. SC Sports Talk, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through. Let's go Pistons. Hey, the Pistons are absolutely destroying the Sixers right now. I give this man every right to say go Pistons. I just respect my guy at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, the Pistons have absolutely destroyed the Sixers after this disastrous first half. But at the end of the day, SC Sports Talk is what it is. Appreciate you coming through and stopping on by. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. SC Sports Talk, appreciate you coming through the stream. So I think RB is mad because he's ranting on Twitter. Absolutely. I mean, all Sixers fans have every right to be ranting on Twitter, Asia. But ladies and gents, on that note, that is going to go ahead and take us over to the halftime break here in this one, ladies and gents. The Detroit Pistons currently lead the 76ers in this one with a score of 78-49. And it looks like the Detroit Pistons are on their way to winning this game over the 76ers, as the Detroit Pistons will look to go ahead and get back on the winning ways after losing 5 of their last 7 games and have lost each of their last 2 to the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Atlanta Hawks. Looks like at this point, unless something happens, the Detroit Pistons are going to get back on the winning ways here and will find their way back into the win column after a brutal last 2 games where they have lost both games. As ladies and gents, on that note, like I said, that's going to go ahead and take us to the halftime break here in this one. Y'all pretty much know how the halftime break works here, ladies and gents. Go get a snack, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you guys need to do in order to get ready for the second half of this very sloppy game between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Detroit Pistons in the Motor City. As ladies and gents, on that note, I will see y'all back here for the second half.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like. Find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared I walk a straight path. Not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place place that I go, I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you can get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like. Find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared I walk a straight path. Not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
All right, guys, I am back ready to go here for the second half, as the second half has just gotten underway. A little more than a minute ago, as we welcome you guys back here to the second half of this matchup between these two Eastern Conference rivals in this matchup between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Detroit Pistons, where the Philadelphia 76ers are getting absolutely demolished by the Detroit Pistons, especially at the end of the first half where the Pistons led the 76ers at halftime 78-49. As with under 10.5 minutes to go, the Pistons now lead the 76ers 83-51. Tobias Harris going up on the shot here 4-2. Cannot get it to go. Rebounding here by Jalen Duren, who puts it back just like so. Dude, this is just ridiculous. This is embarrassing. This is just embarrassing. The Sixers overall only have 3 offensive rebounds. Like, are we even trying at this point? And B with the jumper for 2. There you go, Joel. Finally. It only took you more than half, Joel. It only took you 2 1/4 quarters. And for the sake of the Detroit Pistons, down the other end, we got an offensive foul called against Detroit. Malik Beasley wanted to get something, but is not going to get anything. We'll also have Isaiah Stewart checking in the game to replace Jalen Duren. Sixers looking for a bucket right here at this point, just for the absolute fun of it. Here we go. Inbound passes into Maxey. Maxey with the ball looking for options. Maxey going to dump it off to Oubre. Oubre going to find Embiid. Embiid setting up the offense. Going to dump it off to Maxey. Maxey back to Embiid. Embiid with the space. Shoots the 3 and hits it. Thank you, Joel. But too little, too late. I don't care if the second half just started. Too little, too late. There's Stewart here with the ball down the other end. Going to dump it off to Beasley. Beasley pump faking, launching a 3. Got it to go. Like, this dude's all of a sudden just turned to prime Steph Curry or something. Like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This team's getting beat by 32 right now. And Embiid with the shot up, hits off the back of the iron, missed it, rebounded by the Sixers. Here's Maxey. The ball gets over to Embiid, and Embiid will dive onto the floor and flop on the floor, but will be fouled here on the play by Asar Thompson. I'm not sure why y'all putting your hands up if you're the sake of Detroit. Like, you're beating the Sixers by 32. You're destroying the 76ers by 32 points. Like, why are you trying to be mad? This is ridiculous. Joel Embiid so far in this game, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. First one of the line is good here for Joel Embiid, so make it 11 points for Joel. Seriously, this is ridiculous, dude. First one of the line good here for Joel Embiid, and same goes for the second. So now the Sixers only getting beat by 30 now. But the score is now 88-58 after those 2 made Joel Embiid free throws. Asar Thompson trying to go up and get past Joel Embiid. He drives up the baseline. And once again, foul will be called against Joel Embiid. Asar Thompson will head to the charity striker for 2 free throws. Here we go. Asar Thompson set to shoot the 2 free throws here. First one is good here for Asar Thompson. First one good at the line here for Asar Thompson. And the second one comes up well short. Well short on the second free throw. Here comes Maxey with the ball. Down the other end we go. Maxey going to his left. Maxey dancing and get it to Embiid. Embiid looking for options. Going to fly it over to Justin Edwards for 3 on the fly, and Justin Edwards hits it. Big 3 from Justin Edwards. But the Sixers still getting beat by 28. Here come the Pistons down the other end. Here's Tobias Harris with the ball. Harris going to his right after the pass from Asar Thompson. Harris going to try to dump it down. Asar Thompson picking it up. Thompson slips. Tries to skate past Embiid. Tries to go up and cannot get it. Rebounded by the Sixers. Here comes Edwards. Going to flip it out to Embiid over to Maxey. Launch a three. Got it. Look at that. See what happens when you have an offense? And when you can try to keep up a little bit with this Pistons team, but not really. But you mainly see what happens when you play defense. A lot of things can happen when you actually play defense and don't give up those things that we like to call points. But the Sixers still trailing the Pistons by a lot, down 25 to be exact. The score being the Pistons 89, the 76ers with 64. Yeah, guys, I find this to be just so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. Why haven't we just thrown the white towel? Like, seriously. Should have thrown the white towel a long time ago. But yeah, guys, just like really just a whole lot of nothing. It's just a whole lot of nothing is what's going on right now. Like nobody's playing well. Maxey's been the best player out here. Joel Embiid's been pretty trash. Outside of his start to the second half, he's been pretty trash overall. Kelly Oubre is probably having the best game out of all the Sixers players, and he has yet to shoot a shot from 3-point range. Paul George is definitely playing better than last game. Quentin Grimes is having a pretty solid first outing as a 76er. I think Quentin Grimes is going to be solid down the road. I'm not going to lie. Quentin Grimes is going to be solid down the road for this team. Just imagine when Jared Butler comes in. Whenever he is ready to play. But hey, even though the Sixers fans are watching their team lose by 25, they're still out here trying to represent. Trying to get on the Jumbotron. They're still representing, and that's what you gotta love about this fan base. And now it's time for the Sixers to keep this going a little bit. What they've done so far, keep that going. Let's go. Inbound passes in here from Hardaway over to Asar Thompson. Make that Marcus Sasser. Sasser could not hang on to it, but goes out of bounds again off the Sixers. So will remain Pistons basketball here. Set to inbound. Looking for options. Inbounds it. Oubre with the steal. Oubre goes up. Can't get it to go the first time. Oubre came, put it back the second time. Oubre, you're killing me, dude. Come on. Come on, Oubre. You got to make that. Got to make one of those. You get second chance points and you don't even take advantage. Like, what? You're out here with an opportunity at second chance points, and then the next thing you know is that you literally cannot take advantage of some second chance points. Like, this is ridiculous. First one of the line for Marcus Sasser is good. Sixers still looking to trim into the lead. Which the lead currently stands at 26 right now. Marcus Sasser so far in this game, 9 points, 3 assists, shooting 3 of 6 from the field. Can make it 10 if he makes the free throw here, which he breaks it off the back iron, rebounded by the Sixers. Picked up by Oubre, now going into the hands of Justin Edwards. Edwards going to dump it off to Joel Embiid on the inside. Embiid looking for options out to Maxey. Maxey out to George. George a three. Got it to go. Thank you, PG. It's about time. It's about time, Paul George. Where was this Sixers team in the first half? Seriously. Where was this Sixers team in the first half? That's what I would love to know. Sasser with the ball looking for options here. Spinning against Maxey. Sasser going to find Malik Beasley for three off the back iron. It goes. Cannot get the fall. Rebounded by the Sixers. Maxey gets the ball. Dumps off to Embiid. Embiid trying to win his matchup. Gets over to Maxey. Back to Embiid. Embiid match up against Stewart. Embiid driving. Embiid working the paint. Embiid goes up and finishes nicely. You see what happens when you get in the paint, Joel? A lot of things can happen. A lot of things happen in a positive way when you go into the paint, Joel. Come on now. As Isaiah Stewart going to dump it off to Sasser, over to Beasley, over to, looks like Tim Hardaway. Hardaway going to find Tobias Harris. Harris going to spin. Harris going to go up, and Harris is going to be fouled here on the play by Justin Edwards. First one of the line for Tobias Harris is good. Also for the Detroit Pistons, Simone Fontecchio will re-enter the game here to replace Malik Beasley. So Beasley will go to the bench and Fontecchio is in. What do you know? Tobias Harris having himself a legacy game against the Sixers already with 17 points on the night so far for Toby. And now make it 18. Here we go. Here's Justin Edwards with the ball down the other end. Edwards looking for options here. Going to find Joel Embiid. Embiid just on the outside of the paint. Embiid still looking for options. Embiid still looking. Backing in. Embiid spinning, fading, and hitting. Tough shot for Joel Embiid. Down 21 still with less than 6 minutes left here in the third. Hardaway a triple trying to respond. Cannot get the fall. Rebounded by Max into the hands of Joel Embiid. Embiid looking for options. Embiid looking. Kicks it out to George. Out to Edwards for three. And that was blocked partially by Tim Hardaway Jr. Sixers do get a rebound, but there was a loose ball foul called against Simone Fontecchio. So the Sixers will get the ball back here with 14 on the shot clock and 5:36 left to go in the third. Joel Embiid set to inbound here. Inbounds the ball. Gets into Tyrese Maxey. Maxey looking for options. Going to find Embiid. Embiid going to try to work the inside. Gets to Maxey back to Embiid. Running a lot of pick and roll. Embiid, the shot is up for Joel. Cannot get it to go. Rebounding here by the Pistons. Picked up here by Tobias Harris. Down the other end. Gets over to Sasser. And Sasser is going to fall on the wood. Pretty hard, but looks like he's going to get up right away. Here we go. Harris looking to inbound the ball, lobs it up, and inbounds to Stewart. Over to Sasser, launching a three, and airmails it. And Fontecchio tried to save it, but gives it right to the Sixers as PG finds Maxey out to Edwards for three. Got it to go. Big shot from the young rookie, Justin Edwards, the undrafted rookie at that. And now the Sixers are inside 20 points down here. Still looking for a little bit of life as Fontecchio finds Hardaway. Over to Marcus Sasser. Sasser looking, kicks it out. Hardaway a three. Did not get it to go. Rebounded by, they're going to give it. Who are they going to give it to? They're going to give it to the Sixers. Thank you. See if the Sixers can take advantage of this opportunity. Here we go. As Maxey the ball here for your Sixers, going to flip it to Embiid. Embiid going to drive and spin. Embiid launching it out there, but will be fouled here on the play by Isaiah Stewart. So Embiid with the chance with 2 more free throws coming at the stripe here for Joel. Sixers trying to climb their way back into this game. So yeah, this will be a foul called in shooting motion against Isaiah Stewart. And Joel Embiid will head to the charity stripe here for 2 free throws coming up. First one, the line for Joel Embiid is good. TP1, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through. This is Chain Sports Firm Pennant. Is the flu going around at the Eagles camp? Honestly, TP1, I haven't heard anything about the flu going around, because if the flu was going around the Eagles and the facility, like, we would have seen the news on the injury report. But the only one that we have seen on the injury report that has been ruled out with an illness of some, or not necessarily ruled out, but just has been ruled with an illness of some sort for the reason why he's on the injury report, is literally Jalen Carter. So that's literally what they're saying about the sake of the rumors and saying, oh, there's a stomach bug or this or that going around the Eagles locker room. Like, if it was going around the locker room, would all those players not be on the injury report? So I really don't believe it, honestly. I really don't believe those false narratives, TP1. But again, appreciate you for coming through and stopping on by if I had not said that already. TP1, hit the like button if you had not done so, TP1, and appreciate you for coming through and stopping on by the live stream. But I just really don't know what's going on. Like, I've just been really confused. Like, a lot of people say that the Eagles locker room is fully sick. Like, seriously, like, if the whole locker room was sick, would everyone not be on the injury report? The injury report is literally made for injuries and illnesses for those designated players to go onto the injury report. And I haven't seen a thing outside of Jalen Carter. 4.5 minutes left to go here in the third. Couple lineup changes here for the Detroit Pistons, as Malik Beasley will enter the game here to replace Isaiah Stewart, and former 76er Paul Reed will enter the game here to replace Tim Hardaway Jr. So Paul Reed, number 7, in the game for the first time. Him and Tobias Harris pairing up in Detroit as former members of the 76ers. Second one at the line for Joel Embiid is good. No field goals for the Detroit Pistons in almost the last 5 minutes. Here's Sasser with the ball, going to get over to Tobias Harris. Harris scored here by Paul George. Harris going to drive, going to lay it up, cannot get to go. Rebounded by Embiid. Here come your Sixers as Paul George now with the ball in his hand. Going to dump it off to Embiid. Embiid going to go to the paint, goes up, and is fouled in shooting motion again. This time by his former Sixers teammate, B-Ball Paul Reed out the mud. And Joel Embiid will go back to the charity stripe here for 2. Looking to continue to trim into the Pistons' lead. And the Sixers are finding themselves right back in this. They're climbing their way. First one of the line is good for Joel Embiid. As for lineup changes here, it looks like Tyrese Maxey and Paul George and Quentin Grimes, I should say, will both re-enter the game here to replace Paul George. And I don't even know who Max is replacing. Okay, whatever. Second one of the line is also good here for Joel Embiid. So both free throws good. The striker from Joel. The Sixers on a 22-4 run. Here's Harris with the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. One of the former Sixers gets it over to Malik Beasley. Beasley going to dance around. Beasley going to drive. Beasley going to go up for 2 and hits it. The big shot from Malik Beasley right there. When they need a field goal, they got it like so. And Joel Embiid will dump it off here to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey looking for options. Maxey going to drive. Maxey going to go up and get denied as he tried to go up towards the rim. Got absolutely denied at the basket. And now we got Marcus Sasser on the ground. Going to get out to Rio over to Fontecchio for three. Swirls the iron, misses it, but Tobias Harris coming away with the rebound and the slam here for the Detroit Pistons. Maxey the ball gets over to Embiid. Back to Maxey, looking for options here. Maxey going to lay it up off the glass and gets it to go. A big shot for Tyrese Maxey. Now the Sixers need to stop right here. Beasley gets over to Fontecchio, launching a three. Got it. This is crazy. This is crazy. Here we go. Maxey with the ball here for your Sixers. Maxey going to flip to Embiid. Embiid pump faking. Now driving. Embiid going up, pump faking again. Goes up and finishes nicely. Almost 2.5 minutes remain here in this third quarter. Here's Harris with the ball spinning. Guarded by Justin Edwards. Harris going to lose the ball. Picked up by Maxey. Here come the Sixers down the other end. Maxey of the triple from the right wing cannot get the ball. Rebounded by the Pistons. And here come the Pistons down the other end as Malik Beasley will lay it up and lay it in with the finger roll. And the Detroit Pistons hanging on to their lead as they are back up by almost 20 on the Sixers, up by 19 to be exact. 101-82 being the score with 2:12 left to go here in the third. Like, seriously, the Sixers literally just need to get in striking distance if they want to try and win this game. Like, seriously. If they want to try and win this game, they have to get into striking distance entering the fourth quarter. And not to mention, you only have over 2 minutes to try to get into striking distance. If anything, maybe by, I don't even know, like 10 probably. Yeah, guys, also content update for the weekend here. I obviously did mention that I will not be live streaming the Super Bowl. We're going to have a lot of people over here for the Super Bowl, have a big Super Bowl party. So we will not be live streaming the Super Bowl game between the Eagles and the Chiefs. However, still got to go ahead and drop the Eagles versus Chiefs Super Bowl preview once again. Probably drop a hype video for the Super Bowl as well. Thinking if there was anything else. Trying to think if there was anything else. If there was, I'm sure it'll come up to me and you guys will know. But yeah, guys, the Sixers just getting absolutely destroyed by the Pistons right now. 101-82 with just over 2 minutes left. If the Sixers can be down by like 10 going into the fourth quarter, then I'd give them a chance, but very slim. Joel Embiid has put up 19 of the team's 33 third quarter points, which is absolutely ridiculous. Also coming out of timeout, we will have a lineup change here for the 76ers as Eric Gordon will check into the game here to replace Kelly Oubre. So we will go back to the retirement home lineup here for your Sixers. But Malik Beasley has just been absolutely destroying the Sixers tonight as directly off the inbound have a foul called here against Detroit on the floor. And they're pointing the camera directly at Marcus Sasser. I'm going to assume that's who the foul was on. Detroit is out of fouls to give here for the third quarter, so now it's just free throws here coming for Tyrese Maxey. First one at the line is no good, but the refs say stop immediately. So what the heck just happened? They're switching free throw shooters all of a sudden, or what? First one on the line for Joel Embiid is good. So it was going to be Maxey shooting the free throws, but now it's apparently going to be Joel Embiid. I don't even know why. But whatever. Second one of the line for Joel Embiid is no good. Here we go. Here come the Pistons down the other end. Marcus Sasser here with the ball here for Detroit. Sasser looking for options. Going to his left. Sasser going to find his man. Going to get back over to Sasser for two, who cannot finish. Rebounded by the Sixers. Maxey to Eric Gordon launching a three. Comes up a little short. Rebounded here by the Pistons. And Detroit will take it down the other end as Harris with the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Going to get over to Paul Reed, who thought about a jumper but declines it. Now Malik Beasley over to Paul Reed for two. Cannot get it to go. Rebounding here by the 76ers. Here's Grimes, who will get it over to Joel Embiid. Embiid looking to space the floor. Gets over to Grimes, who saves the ball. They're going trying to find some space, and it's going to be an out-of-bounds turnover. It's going to be a turnover here as Eric Gordon did, in fact, step out of bounds. Here we go. Down the other end we go. Pistons with the ball here. Marcus Sasser with the ball, going to get it over to Tobias Harris, who's going to work the paint, try to put it in through the cylinder, and cannot. Rebound here by the Pistons. Down the other end they go, blocked by Embiid, but rebounded by Harris, who will finish nicely. And the Pistons come away with a steal. Sasser out to Beasley, launch a three. Comes up short, but the putback is good from Paul Reed, who finishes nicely at the rack. Here come the Sixers down the other end as Maxey goes up, but is fouled in shooting motion here by Paul Reed. Maxey will go to the stripe. First one of the line is good here for Tyrese Maxey. Maxey in this game so far with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists. Second one of the line also good here for Tyrese Maxey. Sasser with the ball, going to get over to Simone Fontecchio. The fadeaway shot for Fontecchio is good. Inbound passes in here from Quentin Grimes, who will get it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey looking for options, going to the left, going to fire a three ball, got it to go. Big shot from Tyrese Maxey. Inbound passes in here for Detroit. Harris cannot bring it in as the ball will roll out of bounds. Inbounds in for the Sixers, and they will not be able to get it to go for a full court heave. And that is how the third quarter, ladies and gents, will come to a close as the Sixers win the third quarter overall in scoring wise here. 39 points in the third quarter to Detroit only having 29. But still a lot of work to be done if the Sixers are looking to go ahead and get this win. As the score at the end of the third quarter is 107 to 88. And ladies and gents, y'all know what that means. It's time for the fourth quarter. Here from Little Caesars Arena, home of the Detroit Pistons, where the 76ers still remain down by just about 20. But yeah, guys, rough game for the Sixers today. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very rough game. This has not been the game that we were hoping to get. But at the end of the day, ladies and gents, here we are. Watching this team get absolutely demolished by 20 going into the fourth. And for once, the Sixers actually won a quarter. The Detroit Pistons won the first two quarters. They won the first quarter 42 to 27, as well as the second quarter 36 to 22. The Sixers won the third quarter of this game against the Pistons 39 to 29. Several lineup changes coming here for both teams as Jalen Duren, Asar Thompson, and Ron Holland will all enter the game to replace Marcus Sasser, Tobias Harris, and Paul Reed. And then for the Philadelphia 76ers, Paul George and Nadem Bono will both enter the game to replace Joel Embiid and Justin Edwards. Fourth quarter action is officially underway. Here we go. Nadem Bono with the ball, going to get over to Paul George. That was off the pass from Quentin Grimes for the sake of Adem Bona. A foul will be called here. So we have a foul called on the floor, so this should be an inbound pass coming here for the 76ers. Is this going to be against the rookie from the G League Ignite, Ron Holland? Inbound passes in here for the Sixers. Grimes launched a three from the left wing. Got it. Big shot from Quentin Grimes, who has been really nice for this team ever since coming in, making his 76ers debut. Here come the Pistons down the other end. Here's Fontecchio with the ball. Simone Fontecchio to his left. Spinning. Cutting inside. Fontecchio is going to be fouled here on the play by Dembona. Here we go. Star Thompson with the ball. Going to get over to Malik Beasley. Going to dump it down to Durant. Over to Star Thompson out to Fontecchio for three. Cannot get to go. Rebounding here by the Sixers. Here they come down the floor. Here's Paul George with the ball. George looking for options. Making a decision. And with 10:50 left to go, that was a horrible decision, as the ball just gets thrown out of bounds by the Sixers, and they waste a golden opportunity here to try and put points on the board. .10:34 left to go. Play has just stopped here for the sake of an inbound pass. Star Thompson to go ahead and do the inbound here for the Detroit Pistons. Inbound is in to Fontecchio, launching a three. Got it to go. Unreal. Here we go. Paul George down the other end, goes up and hits it. There's a Star Thompson with the ball. Thompson going to look for options. Going to bounce pass over to Durant. Going to find Tim Hardaway for three. Cannot get to fall. Rebounding here by the Sixers. And the 76ers just having several miscues in this game. That one being one of them where Grimes cannot bring it in. Speaking of which, there was a turnover called against the Sixers. And down the other end, great block by Dembona on the dunk being attempted by Jalen Duren. Great block by Dembona right there. That's a beautiful, clean block. .9:50 left to go here in the final quarter of this game. Paul George with the ball here for the Sixers. George looking and dancing around. George to his right. George going to drive and spin. George, the shot is up for two. Cannot get it to go. Rebounding here by the Pistons. As Sasser goes up with the alley-oop, and there goes Jalen Duren set to throw it down. Here goes Paul George with the ball. George going to drive. George going to kick it out to Eric Gordon. Launching a three. Is Eric Gordon going to go up? Cannot get it to go. Rebounded by the Pistons. Solid effort by Dembona, though. Will not lie. And Jalen Duren going to go up and get it to go with ease and one coming from a foul called against Eric Gordon. So Jalen Duren got the bucket plus the and one. Free throw is good here for Jalen Duren, and Nick Nurse wants a timeout to talk things over. And we got ourselves a little scrap. with Scott Foster in the middle of it, and there go the Pistons getting away from the 76ers bench. Guys, I'm a little tired, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do final stats, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really not sure. Bruce Harper, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through and stopping on by into the live stream broadcast tonight. Hit the like button if you're not done so, Bruce. Appreciate you coming through the stream. I feel we're gonna come back if we can play a little better D as in beating Maxi. Should dominate this team. Hey man, so far, I mean, they're not really dominating if you think about it. Like honestly, like Joel Embiid had a horrible first half and is somehow tied with Maxi for being the leading scorer on the team. But yet Maxi has been the better all around player and has been the best player on this team so far in this one. I hope you're doing good, and do you feel we could still come back if we start to play better? I mean, up to this point, Bruce, I really don't think it's going to happen. Up to this point, feel Paul George is not good. I don't know why they did not get rid of Paul George at the deadline. Like they probably could have got him for Kevin Durant. They probably could have got him for KD. Not even gonna lie, they probably could have got him for Kevin Durant. Did you see we're fighting with ourselves on the bench? I did not see that, Bruce Harper, but I'm sure. I'm not sure what the heck is going on with the bench right now. So if Miami could trade Butler, then why can't we trade PG? Exactly. Like seriously, it's common sense. If Miami can trade Jimmy Butler and the Mavs can trade Luka Doncic, why can't we trade Paul George? It doesn't make any sense. This is a tough game to call. Yeah, you're telling me, TP1. You're telling me. This game has been brutal. But yeah, TP1, I'm like really tired to this point, so I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do post game or not. With like the final stats and everything, like I'm really not sure if I'm gonna do it. I might just put out like a community tab or something. All right, here we go. Game is back on here between the Sixers and Pistons. Here's Oubre with the ball here for your Sixers. Going to find Andre Drummond. You get it to Quinn Grimes, back over to Drummond, who puts up a hook shot, cannot get the fall. Rebounding here by the Pistons. Looks like Fontecchio will kick it out. Ron Holland tried the three-point shot, cannot get the fall. Rebounded by the Sixers. Here's Oubre with it, going to find Paul George. George going to launch a three. Got it to go. Still don't feel that this team is going to come back and win this game. Here we go. Sasser with the ball, and that's going to be a turnover by the Pistons. Where it gets a little interesting. All right, so Jalen Duren just got foul number 5 of the game. So 5 personal fouls. Jalen Duren is on, so we're going to see a lot of Isaiah Stewart for the remainder of this game. Kelly Oubre, the bounce pass here, going to find Andre Drummond. Drummond going to bounce pass over to Quentin Grimes. Grimes, the shot is up. Can't get the fall, but there was a foul. It looks like it's going to be on the floor. So the Sixers will have a shot here at coming away with a 2 or a 3. As the inbound pass goes in, and it's going to be, looks like Quentin Grimes finishing at the rack. What a pretty solid first game, honestly, for Quentin Grimes. I mean, Quentin Grimes has actually done pretty well in this game. Here we go. There's Tim Hardaway Jr. here with the ball. Going to get over to Malik Beasley, blocked by the Sixers. Beasley will get the ball back as it was into the backcourt off the Sixers. Sorry, Thompson trying to get it up and through. Cannot get the fall, rebounded by the Sixers, but looks like the Sixers are going to be called for a foul. Here we go. Here's Beasley with the ball, going to get over to his man. It's going to be a Star Thompson who goes out of bounds, and Sixers going to get the ball back and get a shot to score. Here's Lowry with the ball, going to get over to Kelly Oubre. Oubre going to his right, or make that Quentin Grimes, excuse me. As now Oubre with the ball off the pass from Lowry. Oubre goes up, floats up, and floats it in. All right, ladies and gents, with 7:05 left to go here in the fourth, the Detroit Pistons lead the 76ers 115 to 100. Sixers trying to make a comeback. Still don't think it's going to be possible, but you never know, man. We'll see. Because I agreed that I was wrong. It's weird not coming back because we're playing like quitters, and I feel that's on Nurse. Like, exactly. Like, Nick Nurse needs to hold these guys accountable. Like, but also, you have to blame for the players too for not playing defense in early on in this game. That's literally why we were seeing the Pistons up by, if my math is right, almost 30 points at halftime. Like, nobody wanted to play defense. Nobody wants curl George. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Did you notice that we don't usually even try to block out? I feel Nurse is not in control, and we need a new coach. I mean, at the end of the day, they can make all the moves they want. Bruce Harper. But honestly, like, if Nick Nurse goes, if Nick Nurse gets fired, he'll just go to another place and just win a championship. Guarantee it. Remember Glenn Rivers? He was bad too. Don't even get me started with Doc Rivers. Don't even get me started. Do you have a podcast that I feel you should do one if you have time as you could focus on Philly sports, and it would be the best podcast, I'm sure. Hey, man, I appreciate it. But Bruce Harper, honestly, I'm just kind of sticking with this YouTube channel because I've been sticking with it for several years now. But yeah, guys, this game has just been absolutely something. Says I feel Chris Collinsworth less would not like to call this game. Oh yeah, Chris Collinsworth would not even be entertained. But as the game's back on here, less than 7 minutes left to go. Pistons lead the Sixers by 15. Here goes Isaiah Stewart with the ball. Stewart gonna hand it off to Tobias Harris. Back to Stewart. Stewart gonna kick it out. Hardaway a triple. Cannot get to go. Rebounded by Harris. Out to Hardaway. Hardaway, you're gonna try to lay it up. Dumps off to Stewart. Can't get to go. Rebounded by Drummond. Thank you. Finally. And Drummond gets it over to Lowry. Over to Paul George. George gonna dump it off. Grimes a three. Off the mark it goes. Rebounded by the Pistons. Picked up by Asar Thompson. Here we go. Tobias Harris down the other end. Harris looking for options here. Harris guarded by Oubre. Kicks it out. Three ball is up for the Pistons. Cannot get the fall. Rebound here by the Sixers. There's Grimes with it. Taking it down the other end himself. Grimes going to send it over to Paul George at the top of the key. George going to find Drummond, and Drummond cannot bring it in. Come on, Drummond. You got to bring that ball in, dude. Come on. Get your hands up and tighten them around that basketball. Like, what are you doing? Just over 5.5 minutes to go. And I just saw Kyle Lowry get tossed to the ground here by Malik Beasley. There'll definitely be a foul on Beasley for sure. And the Pistons take a timeout here. Might be looking to challenge the play. We'll see. But still, the Pistons still taking the lead on the Sixers 115 to 100. Hey, that just means I don't have to change the scoreboard. Look at that. Huh. And that's something. But guys, seriously, appreciate all you guys for being up into the live stream. But guys, I was trying to say that in terms of content for this weekend, if I didn't get everything out like I said, probably tomorrow we will drop the Eagles versus Chiefs Super Bowl preview in addition to a hype video of some sort. And then on Sunday, we will live stream the Sixers game before the Super Bowl. The Sixers game is at 2 p.m. Eastern, but the game will realistically not start until like 2:15 probably. So we should be live for the Sixers and Bucks game on Sunday. We should be live for it, even though the Sixers will probably get absolutely annihilated. We should be live for that game. Maybe have a few more community posts out. We'll see. But that's just kind of like the game plan for the weekend, unless some news breaks out of some sort. And of course, JB Bickerstaff wins the challenge. JB Bickerstaff wins the challenge more times than Nick Nurse. That's crazy. As for lineup changes here between the Pistons and the Sixers, Marcus Sasser and Jalen Durant check into the game to replace Isaiah Stewart and Asar Thompson. And then as for the 76ers side, Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid enter the game to replace Paul George and Andre Drummond. Passes in here from Sasser over to Jalen Durant. Sasser looking for options. Gets it up there for three. Had that block. Malik Beasley had that block from behind by Quentin Grimes. Here comes Maxey going to lay it up, and Maxey's going to be fouled. And Maxey will head off to the striker for two of the fouls going to be called here against Marcus Sasser. Sixers trying to climb their way back into the game as the first free throw for Tyrese Maxey is no good. Get a good look at JB Bickerstaff. Tyrese Maxey so far on the night with 23 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. On the night for Tyrese, second one, the line is good. Sixers need defense, and they need to continue to score. Here we go. Here come the Pistons. Here's Duran with the ball. Duran going to try to get out there, and an offensive foul called against Detroit. Oh, my gosh. There's no way this is actually happening. Here we go. Just over 5 minutes to go. Sixers need a shot up to go through the cylinder. Sixers need to get a shot up. Let's go. Here we go. Embiid with the ball gets over to Lowry. Going to find Grimes. Grimes back to Embiid. Embiid pump faking. Embiid jabbing. Launching a three. Can't get to go. It swirls the iron. Oubre comes away with the rebound. Maxey a three. Got it. Big shot for Tyrese. That's a big shot right there. Sixers only down by 11. Here we go. Harris with the ball. Going to find Jalen Duran. Duran looking for options. Going to find Tim Hardaway. Hardaway, the shot is up. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Oubre in the hands of Tyrese Maxey. Maxey going to his right. Going to find Joel Embiid. Embiid looking for options. Backing in. Jabbing. Trying to get to work against Duran. And Duran says, I'll take that. Thank you very much. He'll lay it up and lay it in and take it all the way. Here we go. Maxey launching a three ball. Swirls the iron, misses. Rebounding here by the Detroit Pistons. Here's Sasser down the other end. Sasser gets over to Tobias Harris. Going to find Sasser. Sasser going to try to float it up. Cannot get the fall. Rebounded by Oubre. In the hands of Maxey. Grimes the three ball. Swirls the iron. Unbelievable how that swirled and did not go through. Sasser with the ball, going to find Tobias Harris. Harris looking for options, goes up with it for two, cannot get it to go. Rebounded by the Pistons. Three ball in the corner from Malik Beasley is good. That's too easy. Here we go. Oubre a three off the back iron. Probably one more, and that'll be the dagger on that note. And you can pretty much say that the Pistons are going to seal this ball game. Tim Hardaway keeps it in play. Gets over to Jalen Duran, going to find his man. Beasley a three, got it. This dude is unbelievable. They so should have got Malik Beasley. This team should have so got Malik Beasley at the deadline. This dude is cooking the Sixers. This dude is destroying them. Maxey another three. Off the back iron, rebounded by the Pistons. Yeah, guys, looks like Sixers call timeout here. Like, dude, this is just embarrassing. This is just embarrassing. Seriously. With 2:11 left to go, Sixers call timeout. Well, ladies and gents, looks like the Pistons are going to end up coming with a victory here. The score is 123-104, so yeah, it's not looking good for the Sixers. I agree. This is an embarrassment to the whole city of Philadelphia. I mean, the Sixers, like, they're not making the playoffs. They're not going to get a top pick. If they do make the playoffs, they're going to make the play in. But they're definitely not going to get one of the top six picks. So you might as well book that draft pick that the Sixers have. You might as well book that now to OKC, who would get it if the draft pick is for if the draft pick is not for if the Sixers don't finish 1-6, which they are not going to in this case. JB Bickerstaff, why are you trying to challenge a call? Like, you won the game. Your team has won the game. Seriously, this is crazy. They're still looking at it. They're still looking at it. This is unreal. Thank you for broadcasting. I feel this is a hard game to do. We played terrible. Yeah, exactly, man. You already know. And honestly, too, Bruce, I'm also just tired from watching this game too. Like, this is just driving me insane. Guys, I don't think we're gonna do a post game. I am just so incredibly tired. Like, bro, I have basically like no energy left. You have time to play these backups. Let's go. Time to play in the cleanup crew for a good old 2 minutes. Good old 2 minute drill with the cleanup crew. Put them all in there. So yeah, we're going to see Ricky Council, Chumo Kiki, Justin Edwards, and Adem Bona all play for the 76ers. And Embiid, Maxey, Oubre, and Lowry each go out. Then for the Pistons, Asar Thompson and Paul Reed come in for Jalen Duren and Tim Hardaway Jr. Bona with the ball gets out to Council. Council out to Edwards. Edwards a triple. Got it. Here we go. Here come the Pistons down the other end. Beasley going to lob it up over to Asar Thompson and try to find Paul Reed. And that's stripped and stolen. Here comes Grimes, who goes up, lays it up, and lays it in. Hold up. How many points does Quentin Grimes have in this game? This dude is cooking right now. Dude, Quentin Grimes has actually been really nice for this team off the bench. This guy is probably going to be this team's sixth man. I mean, that's really what one of their spots they were going to look to address. I mean, I will say, I will give them credit for addressing their six-man position. I mean, Quentin Grimes, I really think is going to be that six man that this team is going to want. Speaking of, Quinn Grimes kicks out the council at the right wing for three. Got it to go with 45.8 seconds left. I'm telling you, this guy right here, Quinn Grimes, this dude is literally this team's sixth man. What's crazy is that this guy played 27 minutes. And look at his numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Look at his numbers. 14 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a block. 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the stripe. Like, how could you not love that? Like, come on now. I'm happy for how Quentin Grimes played today. Thought he played pretty well. Thought Oubre did okay. Like, he didn't have any three-pointers or anything, so really can't give him all of his flowers. Maxi was meh. I'm right in the middle with Maxi. Definitely a better game tonight from Paul George. Definitely a better game tonight from PG. Thing is, though, is that he needs to be better when it comes to rebounding and making plays, too. Like, one rebound to no assist is absolutely inexcusable if you are Paul George. But for the Sixers game, ladies and gents, that's going to do it, as the Sixers are going to fall to the Detroit Pistons by a final score of 125 to 112. And the Sixers will now drop down to 20 and 30 on the season. But yeah, Malik Beasley absolutely deserves play of the game, finishing with 36 points. And not to mention, I do believe that was all off the bench, too, for Malik Beasley. But yeah, guys, not how the Sixers were looking for this one to end. They end this game off in disappointment as they fall to the Detroit Pistons in this one, 125 to 112. But yeah, man, I really just don't have. I really just don't have the energy, like the post game. I really just don't have the energy. So this was our worst game of the year. Yeah, tell me about it. I don't blame you, and I feel the same way, but I don't have to call the game like you do. Hey, man, it is what it is. Maybe you can take off a few games so you can recharge your energy level. The thing is, Bruce Harper, is that this just happens whenever like times are like this. Like if it's like a 7 o'clock or 7:30, like those are going to absolutely like those are just going to take down my energy, and especially when it's like a blowout, like what happened today. Even though the team lost by 13, it should have been by a lot more, honestly. But Bruce, it's really not going to matter. It's really not going to matter regardless. In conclusion, even if I do take a few games off, like I already do that because I have to work. So I take a few games off here and there. But at the end of the day, I just try to do as many games as I possibly can. So that's just how like it'll work for me. And guys, I'm just gonna kind of like chop it up in the chat. Give me any final thoughts you guys have in the chat, and then we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Because I'm not doing a post game. I don't have the energy for it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I really just don't. The Eagles are good, absolutely, man. Hey, go Birds, fly Eagles, fly. You already know. You already know. Absolutely. Bring that second Lombardi to Philly. Let's go. Hope you have a good night and thank you again for broadcasting. Absolutely, man. You already know what it is. You already know. Try to do as many as I can, Bruce. Don't let this get to you. Get you too mad, as you are still the best, even if the Sixers are bad this year. Hey, Bruce, again, you're a loyal one, my guy. I appreciate it absolutely, 100%. But yeah, Bruce, you're one of the real ones up in here, and I appreciate that. You've been rocking with me for quite a while, and I appreciate the support on the channel as always. So shout out to you, my good sir. Eagles, God bless you as well, my good sir. Appreciate you coming through as well. Fly, Eagles, fly, go Birds. You already know all the way, all day, every day, baby. Got to go bring ourselves a second Lombardi. Let's go be Pat Mahomes. Let's go be Pat Mahomes. Yes, God bless you. You're the best. Hey, man, appreciate it. Absolutely. But, ladies and gents, I think that's going to pretty much go ahead and wrap this one up. I pretty much did tell you guys that I'm not gonna do a post game. I don't have the energy for it, honestly. So yeah, I'm pretty much gonna sign it off here. Once again, ladies and gents, if you guys did not hear, if anyone missed out on just like coverage updates for the weekend, tomorrow I'm gonna hopefully drop my Eagles versus Chiefs Super Bowl preview tomorrow, as well as a hype video on top of that for the Super Bowl. So we'll just see where we get with that. So that'll be Saturday. If any other news breaks, we will use a community post for. We will use the community tabs for that. So have your community tabs open if some other news comes up. There's still some stuff that I want to get on out there too that I did not get a chance to go ahead and get out there. So I'll be posting that as well. And then Sunday I'll be live at probably around like 1:45, probably around 1:45 or something like that, for the Sixers and Bucks game, which will occur at 2:00, which is the Sixers' next game on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So we'll be live for that game right before the Super Bowl. And then, ladies and gents, it's go time. Right after the Sixers game, it's go time. It is go time. I'm telling you. Right after the Sixers game, it's go time for the Eagles to go out there and get that second Lombardi and bring it back to Philadelphia where it belongs. See, son of my guy. Hey, Eagles, take care, man. But yeah, guys, on that note, ladies and gents, it's pretty much going to go ahead and do it for me here in this one. Like I said, we're not doing a post game. I don't have the energy for it, so I'm pretty much just going to sign it off here. But ladies and gents, like I said, on that note, that's pretty much going to go ahead and do it for me here in this one. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys have not done so, ladies and gents. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one, which will be on Sunday. Peace out. Even though the Sixers are bad, let's go Sixers for the rest of the way. But ladies and gents, once again, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace, everybody. Have a great rest of your night and weekend, ladies and gents. God bless and peace. See you guys on Sunday. Fly, Eagles, fly. And as always, ladies and gents, let's go, Birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's go, Birds.